with us, Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense will get first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Bearcats want to move quickly. They go to the draw, and the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So FIU's offense has the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jess, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Under fire. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll run it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk just for a moment about Sam Houston. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week, commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, But high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Bearcats are on the move.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Dropping back, it's Watson. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. FIU will line up to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gets it to the back. Breaks the tackle. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Reed. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. They're working that left side. He's got it inside the 10. Work him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And the Bearcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out fast. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Watson. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Panthers moving quickly to the line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. That's caught. It's McNeil. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll try to pop the draw. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground. Now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play, the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. The short hands, it's Stone. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's O'Neal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Caught in the backfield. It's McNeil. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now facing a 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle, it's Payne. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Trying to slam in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
The Bearcats will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. FIU pushing tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
FIU will line up to punt.
On to punt it away.
Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Reed. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to to the 38. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Knocking on the door. Offense now in the
Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Gives it to the back on the draw. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. This whole red zone offense a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the middle. Picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Watson. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give on the inside. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Throwing right. Got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Trying to barge in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to sneak it.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Big-time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field, looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this quarterback has had a rough game. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Stone. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Now, they need to pick up just a few more yards here to get within the kicker's range, David.
No doubt, Reese. We got to take care of the football, but we're trying to get as many yards as we can. Jesse, let's make this thing as easy as possible on our kicker.
You're right. And listen, you've got some time, too, so you don't got to panic here. Just pick the right play and go execute.
Got it in the middle. It's McNeil. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. From 42 yards out, he calls ball game. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse